Well, we're in the hub of AfricaIgnite here, talking with founders, talking about startups, and talking, of course, also about exits. And we're going to be talking to Dario Giuliani, who, of course, is the director of Briter Bridges. Dario, good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
You've just come from a session around exit strategies. What would you say are some of the more common mistakes that founders are making when it comes to the potential of exits?
So I think maybe like talking about my personal experience, I think every company, I always say every company is like a person. So a company is born, a company learns how to crawl, a company learns how to walk, and then study and become a professional. And I think the journey of an entrepreneur is very personal, and the journey of each company is very personal, it's very unique, right? So attaching certain boundaries or certain standards to companies' journeys can be problematic. And especially because when you do work with investors, there may be a chance that they might kind of push you towards certain limits or push you towards meeting certain requirements that might not be necessarily good for the long-term life of your company. This is not to say that investors are not healthy for companies. In fact, they are beneficial and needed for company growth. But it's very important for founders to really stick to the fundamentals and really understand what they're building, who they're building for, what problem they're trying to solve, and whether the lifespan of their business needs a certain amount of time, and not necessarily be strictly influenced by whatever investors might say.
Is there a problem in founders thinking about exit in the very early days?
I think ambition is very important. People can do business for many different reasons. People are, I guess, driven by social commitments, money, ambition, power. But as I said at the beginning, a company is like a human, and in the very early days of a company, that organization doesn't look like what the organization will look like 2-3 years later, right? So it's very important to really follow the growth of the organization each step of the way and understand whether that organization is becoming exit-proof, or the founder can see the light at the end of the tunnel as an exit, or like I've been thinking about this for Briter many times, like is it Briter a company that's going to exit, it's going to be acquired, it's going to IPO, or is Briter just a company that's going to become a big lifestyle data business, right? And I think these are questions that need to be asked every day at each step of the way from a founder.
We're coming to the end of the year, which means that you must be looking ahead to 2024. What's on the vision board for Briter Bridges for next year?
I think hot news for us is the expansion towards emerging markets, meaning beyond Africa. Briter has been doing work across emerging markets for the last few years, but we're officially launching offices in South Asia and Latin America. So this has been our, let's say, the top of our attention right now.
It's been great having you with us. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We've been talking, this is the AfricaIgnite Hub, so of course we're talking founders, we're talking startups, we're talking investment, and you can follow all the news just by following the hashtag Africa Tech Festival.